So hello everybody and welcome back to Taylor's Bought a Campervan. Today we've got a big one for you. We've got a juicy one. One of the biggest jobs that we're probably going to do on this van. Now it's our heating. So for this you've got a few options. Obviously you've got gas heating, which is the road we were going to go down. And then there's also things like electric heating, but it uses way too much power, so we didn't even consider that. And then you've got things like stoves, like a log burner. And we thought that was probably the best option for us because it also gives us a place to cook stuff as well, so it's got added benefit. So instead of installing like a gas hob, which we might do, we are going to pick gas water heatering at some point, so we will have some gas in the van. But instead of that, we bought this stove, which is a log burner, of course, where we burn logs on it, and it's not really supposed to burn coal on it, but you can. The stove that we bought was the original Outbacker Firebox Range Oven. So we were just going to go for the very base model that Outbacker do, which is just a small tiny little firebox, like a tiny little Morso screw that we got on the boat. But then we thought, well, we're not going to have an oven in the van, but we could if we had the oven version of this stove. So we paid like an extra £100, £250 this was, and it's such a good value for money. £250 for what you get. You get the whole fire, 7 kilograms. You can cook a chicken in it. You got a little log burner in it. It comes with ashtray, loads and loads of chimney, like way too much. We didn't even need that many. Comes with a spark arrestor, and yeah, it's just a really good deal, and I can't recommend Outbacker enough. They probably are the best for like mobile van, boat, whatever, stoves. So I think this was the best option for us, and yes, it might be a little bit on the dangerous side, but we're going to take every precaution that we possibly can to make sure it's safe inside the van. So this involves like leaving 6 inches space from the back and the sides. Also we've got some cement board which is going to not let any heat through, so that will get underneath, sides and back. And then for the back as well we have a like splashboard, thin piece of metal which will also reflect the heat back into the van. And I have to say we've been using it for about a month, I'd say, and it's been absolutely brilliant. No problems whatsoever. Nothing whatsoever has gone wrong. And yeah, it's perfectly safe. We've got a carbon monoxide detector in there, fire detector, everything. So we are perfectly safe, perfectly fine. Don't worry about us. Anyway, hope you enjoy this video. And this will be part 1, because there'll be a second part where we put all the tiles on and just tidy things up a bit. But this one is quite long as it is. So hope you enjoy.
See the Outbacker bag?
The Outbacker bag.
And we said no bag, didn't we? And we paid £10 less and still got a bag. So basically it just got cut. Do you want a hand again? Got a bit of wood in the bottom. Very handy. Like bits of wood.
God, you can feel the vibrations through the water and through the ground.
Hired me for the day. Can you see him? He's hired it for the day.
Yeah, this is our heating for the van. A lot of people would be not willing to put one of these in because obviously it's a fire inside the van. Not very safe, but
We have them on boats, don't we? So
there's someone over there with a van who's got a built-in fire in his van heating. So,
and we have them in Narrowboats. So
this is 250 quid, was it?
239, I think it was, without the bag. But they still sent us the bag, so got a tenner off and the bag.
So this is a more expensive version. You could get a cheaper version that just has a fire, but this has got a little oven in it as well. So we're going to use this as a stove and an oven and heating. So 3 in 1.
Keep us warm and we can cook on it as well.
So it's brilliant. but we've got to install it.
You can even take that off. That lid comes off, and you can get more heat, so you can cook quicker.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've got a little temperature gauge as well. People cook chickens in these. Comes with all the chimney and everything.
Yeah, stainless steel flue, isn't it?
3-inch is, I think. So we've got to cut another hole in the roof for this to go through.
Find out exactly where we want it, and then...
It can't be on the floor, can it? We need to build it.
Yeah, it has got legs though, so... That'll take all your chimney stack out. Look at the legs.
So
we'll put the glass in.
Let's begin installing it, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it, Josh. The firebox lid off is a little, and then you get flames coming out which will lick the bottom of your pots and pans to give you more direct heat.
There's that little vent there.
Yeah.
Oh great, here we go.
That's obviously like you have on the also squirrel, isn't it, in the boat. Got a spark arrestor as well. That's the spark arrestor there. So you got the built-in rain tap on it before it escapes the chimney. It's a spark arrestor. That's what comes out of the top of the van.
Comes with these little handles. That's a little spring and a bolt, or with an Allen key thing. So we just got little teeth in there to grip it as well.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea, that way. Yeah.
That's the chimney out. Of course, you get little chimney pieces.
That's designed so it can be taken down and stored and used next time, you know. But we might have to run a bit of silicone or a bit of. I think it should all stay together, but I'm going to maybe put a bit of fire cement on them instead. Little trays.
Oven trays.
And there's your rack. Your oven rack there. That should be round the other way like that. And you can adjust it where you want to put stuff. And you get a little tray with it as well, an oven tray, John. That's your glass.
Oh yeah, the glass. Those are little legs as well.
Keeps the heat source off of whatever you're putting it on.
That is where it needs to go, because that is going to be level with the countertop here. We need to build some sort of platform now. Oven is 39 centimetres high. So the platform needs to be 34 centimetres high. Just so people know, if you're moaning, we are taking 2 centimetres off the thickness of the concrete. What's it called?
It's cement board, it's fireproof F1 cement
And
board.
another centimetre for the ply.
For the ply underneath that as well. And that will give us 2 legs. We'll have plenty of storage underneath, won't we?
Yeah.
We've still got the little camping hob for in the summer, so obviously we don't want that on in the summer when it's really hot.
No.
But even in the summer you might get a cold evening, you want to put it on.
So before we can install the fire, we've got to first trim these water pipes and put elbow brackets into the T brackets. So look how perfect this has worked out. Didn't have to cut this bit of wood. So that'll go up against that one. And this one is going to be attached to the bed underneath the mattress. See there? That's about 18, I think.
Don't even see the join in the thing now in the liner. It's gone.
No, it's here still.
Ah.
So we still have to cover it.
My dog stepped on a bead.
It was at this point I realised that I cocked up and this post should be the height of the countertop instead.
Oh, it's him in the... I realised I made a mistake. When I put that post in, but... it wasn't long enough. I realised, yes, I have to support the countertop here as well. So I just recut another piece. So we've got that piece in there now, guys, but we want a piece back here, don't we? But we haven't got like a flat surface to put on the floor, you know. So it needs to be, you know, we'll put it on top of this bit of wood here. So we need to get, obviously, the thickness of this wood minus that from the height of it, so we can get the same level as this. It's done when it's done, John. The only thing I want to put in today is the BSR split charge relay. That's the only thing I want to start putting in. So that's the main thing to keep our batteries charged. Four supports here for the countertop here. There'll be some more here. I'll do that later. But these need to go in first before we do that platform. Wood don't slide. Yep, 13.5. Needs to go that way more, doesn't it? Tidied up anyway where I finished. Does it go under the floor? Must do. Okay. Flammable plastic. It's just like hardboard. It's hardboard. Lucky we found it. Got a bit broken out of it. But I thought, I'm not going to get cement board, that's going to be expensive. This is class 1 like cement board. It's good to up to 700, 800, yeah, 700 degrees. So it's ideal for fire insulation, so the heat won't go out the back and cause any fires. So it's like a fire shield. And then there's a piece of metal to go over the top, which also has a reflector, so we're nice and safe. And this will reflect the heat back in as well. So should got no heat build up behind the back of that. And this is £1 from Wix. It should be £21 a sheet, this stuff. It's high density cement board. 6. That's our concrete board in there. Just gotta put this on. Just iron everything up at the moment. Right, so we've got our concrete stuck on with grit fill and expandable foam at the top here. This is a sheet of metal. We don't want to cut it, so we're just gonna. Well, the more sheet fill you got, the better. Yeah. But you got plastic at that end. So it's going to go behind this post. I just packed that out with some plastic to put it at the same level. Slide it behind then. Don't let it touch that stuff again. Just put a couple of screws in there to hold it up temporarily. It's the next day and I've finally finished the supports for the fire now. As you can see. Got one here. That's a bit flimsy at the moment, but that'll be fixed. Gonna run a bit of wood along here, join these two, and screw it into the floor. And we got 2 there, 1 here and 1 here. Dad's just cutting the ply now. What? No, it won't go in, because you've got this beam here. Just cut a little trunk out of that so it fits around there. There we go. Ah. Next one, here now. you go. It's in. Oh, look at that, guys. It's worked out alright. And give it the sit test. There you go. Just constructing our chimney to see where we have to drill the hole. It's going to work out about here, I think. So maybe we move it a little bit. The chimney comes out here. So we have to cut a hole through this wood. Luckily it's 60mm, which is the same as the lights. So I have the cutter for it. In it, so. There we go, see the light?
You need a bit of...
No, I know where to drill the hole.
And that's when you turn it into a step ladder, but we don't really need a
We've got a ladder now, courtesy of someone from Dad's work. Who?
Will Smith.
Will Smith, nice. Really couldn't have been in a worse place, could it, guys? Now it's come out on one of these. Right, let's drill the hole.
I bought a special thing for it. Special flange, you know? It's on the roof or?
No.
Ground.
There we go, guys, we're almost there, almost through. Whoa, I see the light. There we go. That's the hole cut. I know what you're saying. Oh, you're not just gonna shove the chimney through that and just not do anything else with it. Yeah, we're not. Obviously this is plastic which will melt. Cut a much bigger hole here, and then we've got like a, I don't know what you call it, a chimney thing that goes around like a washer, and then that will get the fire away from any heat, get rid of that styrofoam, get rid of these wires, put them somewhere else. A collar in it.
It's an interior collar, yeah.
But it's 100mm, not 60mm.
You can't get it in 60mm, it's hard.
Hmm.
So we're going to put a bit of this cement board inside, and then 60mm in that.
Yeah.
So you've got something to hold the chimney inside and outside. Stop it moving and vibrating about. Wait, what are you buying that for? What's that for?
We cut a bit of concrete, whatever you call it. I don't know what it is. Okay, anyway. So yeah, we put that in there. That is stopping the hot chimney from touching anything that can melt.
It's basically like a chimney collar, isn't it?
Yeah. We got this. Don't ask me how I cut that. It took a long time. This will cover that up. I'll push that in there. So now we just got to install the chimney up there with that thing.
Just hope it doesn't come off when it's out there. I can't do much about it. Can't bolt it or screw it now, can you?
No. So that's our little gland for the chimney. Got a silicone out to the roof.
That's it, it's through!
Yeah. Well, that's our chimney in place. Look, there we go. That's in. We push this down. That's on really tight, so that's good. It's not going to leak. Doesn't go flush. Because there's so many different surfaces that this is going to join to. I'm just going to put a bead of silicone around this edge, just in case any water does get in. Can't go through that crack. There we go. Silicone around that. Push this down now. Push this down now. It can bend quite good. But, yeah, it's not going to sit on there perfectly. Right, there we go.
going to join very well. I've had to use a lot of silicone on that, but it's sealed. There we go. I put the chimney in place and the fire and everything without putting the chimney cap on, so I just did that. As you can see, I use these rusty little, I don't know what you call them, but yeah, it just makes it look nicer without the screws sticking out. I had to get some new ones though, because these ones are rusty from the boat we got these ones from. I think they were on the skirting board at the bottom. But yeah, so that's all secure. Silicone that the other day, so that's not going anywhere. Just the only thing I don't like is how messy this is around here. Do something about that. Right, so that's it for part 1 of putting our log burner into our campervan conversion. And I hope you did enjoy. I hope you learned a lot. Ain't a how-to, I have to say. This is more for entertainment and just to inspire people, really. So don't follow our videos of the guide, because there is much better ways of doing what we did. We just did it on a budget. But the fire is perfectly safe in there. We've got a carbon monoxide detector and fire detector, as I've mentioned before. And Dad's been using it for weeks now, and there's not any problems whatsoever. We can't recommend it enough. Slight little few issues with it is that a bit of smoke comes out the top sometimes, where you can take that top bit out. And also the ashtray at the bottom is a bit small, and yes, it's not very good, the ashtray. It just gets filled up way too quickly. But apart from that, I mean, Dad's been cooking in it, and it's absolutely brilliant. It keeps the van so warm. Every time we go and work in the van, we put it on as well to keep us warm. Yeah, we really do like it, and we're glad we went for this option, because we've got like a little oven and a stove in there now, and we can just use logs and a little tiny bit of coal to cook stuff, which is brilliant. So yeah, stay tuned for part 2, where we'll be tiling and putting up more cement boards and just tidying things up a bit and getting this fire in there and done. And I hope you all enjoyed. Give it a like, subscribe, and if you're new to Taylor's Board, maybe go check out my Narrowboat channel, where we explore the canals of Britain by a narrowboat. Without further ado, I'll see you in the next one.